Welcome back to the Edo Diaspora Show. We feel a bit cooler now. You know, we're getting it off our chest, and the community is progressing. Now, let me tell you what's been happening recently. There was a summit, there was a meeting, there was something in Scotland where the Edo State governor was there. We don't have any minutes or interaction from what went on in Scotland, but apparently he was supposed to sign a $250 million investment into Edo State. That investment has been, the papers for that investment has become transparent, and many Edo people and even non-Edo people have looked into it. It's on the TV. The company is fictitious. They have taken down their website. There was no investment, so to speak, and the governor has not come out to correct or buttress whatever happens. Now, I want to go back a bit first before I ask my panelists. If there was a summit, if there was anywhere that the government wanted to meet Edo people, my first question is, why Scotland? In terms of I've never been to Scotland myself, but London is the capital of Nigeria. All the Edo people I know are here, you know. So I will start with Mr. Austin, because he may know something, but he may not know. Mr. Austin, why Scotland, and what have you heard? In fact, why Scotland first, and what have you heard about this 250 million?
Yeah, thank you for having me. Scotland Summit is a very unique summit that the governor have attended now since his inauguration.
Yes.
And then I respect that. And then there was something you said that I was not happy about.
Yes.
Why must governor be announcing himself to people what he wants to do to protect his government, or to establish, to make his government good for Edo people? He must not be announcing it. He must not tell you what he signed and then why he signed it.
It's a public.
No, even if it's a public thing, he must not be like announcing it like this is what he signed, this is what he's gonna do, this is how he's gonna do it.
But he's acting for us.
Yeah, even if he does, what we should be happy about is that when his government is going, we are watching, and it's going smoothly and fine and beautifully, then this is what we have to follow. But we have no right to question him. Why are you doing this, and why must you not do that? That is one point. Throughout his Obaseki's time, when he started signing MOU on a propaganda media that never existed, who among you questioned it? And even the last two weeks, Obaseki was leaving power. He requested to borrow 250 million. Yeah, 250 million, and I have details of that.
Yes.
Who among you questioned it? So why are you trying to question this guy? Even he just started, and no one is giving him time to rule. No one is giving his breathing space. And if he goes to Scotland, he cannot be so stupid to just go to Scotland and do nothing. He went there for reasons, and we should give him time for whatever he went there for, to establish and then to exist, and then to use it to bless the Benin people.
Okay. Look, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I think he has some points, because in the last administration, there was so much MOU that even me, as he said it, I have not bothered to look. But because of the reputation of this current administration, in terms of expressing themselves and understanding that, it might have been an oversight that people took the last administration for their word. But if this is the first MOU, let me ask you, if this is the first time the governor has traveled out, we've never seen him international soil before, like the other governor, and this is the first thing he has signed, you think this is why? What do you think? Is it because he went to Scotland, or because this is the first thing? Why people put so much attention on him?
Well, thank you, Mr. Yamu. This is it's very interesting when I heard my colleague here saying what he said,
yes.
Because nobody asked the question. What they did is that they released a statement, which was all the national newspaper took it, including to Tribune, said Edo State government has signed an investment of 250 million.
Okay.
It was in Vanguard, Tribune, Punch, almost all the national newspapers took this. And then everybody was like, oh wow, that's interesting. And there was a way Vanguard wrote it. It was like, oh, the Edo State is flying. That was something in that line that, they kind of...
That's what brought the sport.
Yes.
That's what...
So then people looked at it and said, wow, what is this? It's like, before I go into what Obaseki did and Obaseki didn't do, let's look at this way. When those things were now announced, and people try to look at details, because you see, we have this problem in our system whereby somebody can just go to it's a part of fraud that is happening in our system, whereby you come in, a company that just set up in London, last month, you would say, I've given them a contract of 250 million. Today, there's no pedigree, no capacity to deliver.
Are you saying the governor was tricked?
No, him and his team, like what my brother said earlier, his team, whatever they have done, it is wrong. Because the truth is that we are now asking questions, because if you say 250 million is going to be invested in Edo State, and then you mentioned the group, you didn't just say it in a passing, you gave us a group that you have signed it with. We'll try to check on that group.
But wait, like he's mentioned, and I'm guilty of this, I'm not going to say anything. Like he mentioned, I never checked anything to the last governor, any of the MOU. Yes. Maybe I took them for face.
I would disagree with you.
Okay.
First, I'll disagree with you.
Yes.
We are not talking about Obaseki.
No.
Yes.
He was voted out.
Yeah. But did you check any MOU?
Hello.
I can show you proof. I can show you proof of
we are not talking about Obaseki.
Yes.
When he was there, people who wanted to take him checked him.
Yes, they did.
So hello. No.
Okay, let me say something.
So because I didn't check Obaseki doesn't mean I
cannot check.
Wait. He said just now. He said because he likes this government, and he said, don't say because do you know anybody? It's not like I don't know anybody who check Obaseki. I did check.
I'm going to talk to you about
people check Obaseki, but that's not the point.
Okay.
Somebody has come said vote for me, and he was voted in, and he's in power. He can't keep pointing back to Obaseki. So when is he going to stop? Is he going to point back to Ali? Is he going to point back to Oshobal? Is he going back to point to Ogbemudia? No, you're in charge now. You should do your things properly.
Hold on. If you do something wrong, if you're being called out, don't blame it.
Don't look back.
Okay, hold on. Margaret, you are a Benin person, you are a Do person like us. Scotland Summit. The governor is in Scotland, and they invited everybody. That the governor. What struck you? From as long as you have lived in the United Kingdom, has there been any Nigerian governor that has gone out of London to see his people, even if they're going to sign anything which they've signed? Or have you? I mean, you can talk. Why Scotland? Did it come to your mind that this is not right?
Personally, I think I know about Scotland.
Okay.
The team,
Yeah.
some of them were based in Scotland, the team that would do the work, so that was why.
So the team took the governor to Scotland.
Yeah.
I know. I am aware of a few of them.
Is the team enough to take the people that he wanted to see are in London? So I don't know why his team will be able to sway him.
No, but we have Nigerian people in Scotland
Edo
as well.
people.
Yes, they are.
Edo people is everywhere.
Okay.
So
you okay? I will buy that. Then the second part of it, like you've heard a balanced argument. Nobody looked into MOU from the last administration. Everybody's fixated on this particular festival.
maybe because people are not looking. People didn't look for the last administration. Maybe that's why people
are not looking.
Good.
Okay, now, so let me tell you, the best AI person now in Europe is a Nigerian Yoruba guy, and he lives in Scotland. Are you aware? Because you are not good in current affairs, so you must follow current affairs to know exactly what is going on. So don't forget about talking of Scotland also. Obaseki went to Italy to sign MOU. Obaseki went to Germany to sign MOU. Excuse me, did you question that? It doesn't matter if it is Scotland, or it doesn't matter if it is Ireland, it doesn't matter if it is America or Canada.
What about also now? Let's separate this now. Let me say I'm buying your argument that the governor went to Scotland to sign MOU. If Obaseki has never gone to Italy or anywhere to sign MOU and call it a summit where Edo people will come and meet him. He calls it, I'm here to sign MOU. Then, like I remember he had an argument with Dion Osaigi. You know, he went somewhere to do business, and then after that, he went to see the Edo community, and Dion Osaigi catch the government, you know. But this one, they said it was a summit. Is it a summit, or did he go and sign something?
Yeah, one, it was the first time he traveled outside Nigeria that the Benin people, mostly the APC people, were happy to receive him. So they generalized everything together. So
is that wrong or is that right?
It was very right.
How can you say
no,
that?
No, hold on. It was very right. It doesn't matter. You see, there are sometimes you want to cut cost. So instead of doing this, doing that differently, you combine it. Then it can be scheduled on different hour or different days. It does not matter. But we received him just because his first time, in form of celebrity, like he came out of Benin, and with the people in diaspora around here, we were able to use that opportunity to shake his hand and to see him and have our,
Did you go?
I didn't go. I was supposed to go, but because of my wife's condition,
yes.
I could not just leave there. Just the same way now she has been calling now. So she was under that pressure before the time he came. So I couldn't just really travel.
I like your. So let me start on this. Let's hear some more. Donald, you hear him. I'm getting more information from Mr. Austin that the governor is coming. There was euphoria from APC members that have not seen him since he's been elected. Correct me if I'm wrong, especially those in diaspora. Yes. And even if he was going to sign one document, they decided to make it a sort of jamboree. Is that action correct, or is that action?
I think the problem with this, it's not just one action. It's everything. Okay. Everything. First and foremost, we looked who are the people involved? Which company is involved? There's very little information. They say they are bringing $250,000 million dollars. First and foremost, who are the people? He said Europe and Africa Chamber of Commerce. So we looked at it. Hold on a minute. If Europe is getting involved in a project, why are they using dollars instead of euro? Because the Europeans use their currency, euro. So that was the first question mark. You understand? Then we looked at who is this person who did this? What's this pedigree? We checked him out. Honestly, there's little about him.
There's nothing. So
you see, it's not just one incident that's the problem. You see a whole catalog of
errors,
questions.
And then please wait.
Let him go for it.
So another thing is that we are. I don't even understand how we get here, because you know why? Because now this guy went to Scotland and then says, I have gone to do something, and then when you look at everything that has been done, because if he didn't pay the newspapers to publicize it,
people won't ask this question.
Yes, these questions will not be asked. And then they paid, and it became a national news. And then here we are. We are trying to justify.
Mr. Austin, you said the question is let me simplify.
And then maybe sir, let me just let me add something to it. The thing is that once you leave election and whatever it goes through, you go into governance. So now, right there, because like I said earlier, I made reference to it. Somebody that is just blindly loyal to the president. If that was supposed to be a summit for the Edos, that's everybody, both APC, PDP, Labour, and then right in that gathering, he's still talking about giving
2 million votes,
2 million something votes to president. What's that got to do with
Mr. Austin? Hold on. Before it comes to you, Margaret, you're here, and we're happy that you're here. We want all Edo women watching. This is not a male program only. We care about our community, and thank you very much. I have to say.
Thank you.
Now let me ask you. This 250 million, you've been hearing about it.
Yeah.
Do you, so far what you've seen, what do you think happened in Scotland? Do you believe that company exists? Do you believe, as Mr. Boy said, that we are too critical?
Because the news was everywhere. So I found time to
Investigate.
see it for myself.
Yes.
And I didn't see anything to bring.
Yeah.
So I think before any news like that can come out on a national TV, I think we would have verified.
The governor should have.
Or the team would have verified.
But if I would they are talking about.
Who this company is, do they have the capacity to bring this money?
Thank you.
Are they really going to do it? That's what I'm saying. And another thing, just like you rightly said, he said he's going to give Tinubu votes. And in my mind, is this supposed to be a campaign or coming to diaspora to see all of us, whether you're APC or...
Okay.
I'm not a politician,
yes,
I don't do politics, but...
Thanks to take you off from there.
Yeah.
Let me see. I don't know how much you'll be watching all presidents in the world when they meet, how they answer questions and how journalists ask them questions. In most cases, they are taken out of the reason why they are there to different war happening in Ukraine or war happening in the other way and things happening, and then they try to cut some, and there are some they just don't want to talk about. It doesn't matter how many times he repeats how he wants to support Tinubu because it's an APC governor, and that is where he's there for. Even Uzodinma, whenever he goes anywhere, even in America, he also speaks about how he supports this, and most of the people joining APC now to support Tinubu. That should be taken out of the system. He can say it 1 million times. We are in support.
Is it right?
Yeah, and then
Right. Is it right?
it's very, very right. And then there's another thing I want to correct about you there. What you said is that why did you use dollar? Because we don't use dollar in Europe. In every part of the world, people use dollar to symbolize exactly. So people use dollar to symbolize the amount of currency that want to be expressed.
Let me say something.
So that has nothing to do with wherever
you cannot have this lovely position, and even the things that the governor is not doing, and you think like now, if you watch since we've been speaking. The governor has remained mute on the issue of the palace. The governor has remained mute on the issue of the 250. The governor has remained mute even on Tony Kabaka's hotel.
Yeah.
You cannot sit there and preempt what the governor or why they are doing actions like this. If they have the answers, I would have expected.
See, one thing about this 250 million, there should be a breakdown. How much is going to a break? How much is going to power supply? How much is going to...
If you do that, I will be more... If you do that, I will be critical because he mentioned Obaseki. Nobody ever asked those questions.
But I can tell you things that Obaseki do with...
No, but he never said it.
And he hasn't done anything. And I want to correct one thing. You see, a governor is only a stupid governor that starts talking blah, 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 just like Donald Trump speak now in America that people don't respect him for. Let me tell you one thing. A respected person or a reputable person reserve things. Look at the details before speaking out. Things cannot just happen and he speaks out. Otherwise, when someone
they don't exist.
Yes, hold on.
That's what we found out.
But how hard? When you say these things, how hard it is? Because you make this look like rocket science. How hard is it for the governor to sign an MOU with a company that is found to be wanting? What else is there to think about?
That company exists. These are bodies.
Hold on.
Yeah,
not just the two people who research it.
It's not about.
Have you researched?
All these are.
Have you done anything?
The people.
What have they done before?
No. The people that are just talking. These are paid propagandists who just start talking.
No, not Nigerians that don't even have interest in Edo State.
No. Listen.
Even Arise has even looked at it as well.
It's not the day. Listen, it's not the day they went to Scotland that they knew whom they were meeting and what they were doing.
It wasn't.
We didn't know that.
If you don't know it, I knew it.
You knew the company they were meeting.
Yes, I knew they were coming here to sign those agreements of bringing people for investment. So
but did you know the company they were signing it?
Even when the president went to Tokyo to sign with the government and then sign like them introducing people. Listen. Now, do you know any company in Tokyo the president signed with?
Okay, let's look up those companies. Let's look up those companies.
Okay, so that is exactly how it is now.
Let me open up whatever you signed.
Those companies are there. Those companies are there.
This does not exist.
It does exist.
I have done myself.
The propagandist has brought it to you people that it does not exist, And then you are
have
not
checked it.
No.
She's not a politician.
She's not a politician.
She has not met any propagandist.
If she
I've
wants
not met any
if she wants to
propagandist.
get details, I will bring it to her.
No.
If she wants to, because
Then you are the propagandist.
No, I'm not the propagandist. Because you listen to propaganda, you don't want to hear the truth. Because you are against the government.
I wish, let me say this openly, I wish Mr. Agbonwa was with the governor's team. I think he's a sensible man that could add some value to what they're trying to do. But I also think they are not thinking as good as you are thinking. You understand? They are not. If it was you would have.
Okpebholo has built a terrible team.
Yeah, if it was
That's
you,
why he's getting it wrong.
you are coming out with the right answer. It looked like they needed to be listening to somebody like you to say, no, do this. But at this moment, no noise, no defense, no anything. No, they're not even coming out to say we were tricked. You understand? Like, is this we followed? There's nothing. You understand? That's just me. If it was me, I can come out to say, okay, I will sack somebody.
Yes.
I will sack because it was your job to go and check this company and check this one. Nothing. If they were listening to somebody like you, but then things will add up. But now I think if you're making a defense for them, they are. I don't know the team. The only person I know there is the other Afenwa that expresses himself very well. Kazim.
Loretta was part of it. So the thing is that personally, I was hoping to speak to one or two of them because I spoke to.
Is it Loretta, the head of the diaspora agency, that organized the investors?
I don't know who did. But I don't know who exactly did. But the truth is that I reached out to somebody who was there, one of my classmates who was in that. He even did the presentation.
Yeah.
So, but they're now calling us, guy, what went on? It was the one that made me know that the guy that we're talking about, wasn't present, physically present, that he did a Zoom presentation. So I have said, did anybody check this? He said, he's so.
The investor did a Zoom presentation.
Yes, yeah. He wasn't present in that occasion. And
was it foreign investor or Nigerian?
He's a Nigerian. He's a
Benin man.
He's a Benin man. He lives somewhere in the US. So, and that was the guy that did the presentation. And then, but when I talked to my friend, he now said to me, he was very pissed because he felt that his own image is being added into this miss, and he didn't like it.
Speaking of that, I have to bring this up because this is for everybody here. After the summit and after the 250 million on Claire, there was a letter issued this is from your Jonwe Council, supporting the summit and what the governor came to do, glowing reference. If you say your friend that attended it feels tarnished, feels pissed, I got a call from the Ojonwe, I think this is very wrong messaging from who was sent that. I don't know if you have seen it.
I've not seen that.
Okay, I don't know if you see it.
No.
You see it? Okay. Now
we'll put our phone to people because I know people in the Ojonwe Council. I'm going to speak to one or two of them and find out what were you supporting.
What were you supporting?
What did you support?
Okay. Now we want to close off this 250 million because we're talking directly to the governor and Edo people. I am, for want of a better word, because Mr. Austin has spoken very well, I am not impressed. I'm not impressed that they have not come out to say anything. They have not come out to do any correction. Nobody's to blame. We are just coasting, and the whole Nigeria is looking at us like, this is not Iyaloja. This is a different subject.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Austin, I will start from you. Bearing in mind all these things and what you have said, but what you have seen, what is your message to the government?
My message is that whatever our governor came to do here is done well. And then the Ojonwe team, as you were speaking about, talking about, they've done well as well. As I said, it's not about the contract that we, the APC here in UK, we are much about. We are about receiving him and seeing our governor the first time he traveled and he came to UK, and we used that opportunity to pour out and have a handshake with him. So this is where Odionwe team and other people were really much about, not about the contract. So that contract may be MOU or whatever, which is not existing now. It has been existing during the time of other previous governors. So, and even most of those things that previous governors signed did not even exist, and even till tomorrow we are not seeing anything. So don't bring Odionwe or other people's into that contract. And that contract, I still want to assure you, is existing and it will be established.
That is his take. You understand? Now, what is your take?
My take is the fact that
this 250 million, this whole exercise,
this is very, it's appalling to say, minimize what to say, because actually when you look at what they've just done, they make us a laughing stock, honestly, because I feel that, this thing was presented in with Arise News, and it trending, and and that is, the whole nation watched it, and they said, who are these people? And then the phone number they have on the system, if you call the number,
it's a Yoruba woman. It's just selling the market.
That was presented by Boba Gantis.
No, I saw this. Wait.
And the thing is, they've taken that the website now.
Miss Margaret, I know we have somebody who wants to speak on this, but I want to ask you, this whole exercise, this whole episode, from Scotland to 250 million, what sort of taste has it left in your mouth? Hope, like Mr. Austin says, doubt, or you think this government can do better?
If I had the time,
yes,
I would have gone to Scotland, but I didn't. Not for the summit, but just for the fact that the governor of my state is coming. I would have go to welcome him. For the rest, for the
contract side,
I checked the website, and I've got reservations with that. You understand?
Yeah.
So
you kept the reservations. Very good word. You don't want to say
it does not exist. There's no website for it.
Thank you. And you're allowed. Yeah. Donald, this is your turn.
No, this thing is very clear. The governor has a terrible team around him in every aspect. And he has a very terrible team. And the team, they are not pulling their weight. He needs to get rid of his team. That's just my point. Yeah. Because this whole 250 thing, it's a fiasco, man. It's not there. It's just terrible. He got it all wrong. And not only they got it all wrong, but they brought it into a national.
Yes, to national
limelight. So he's looking more and more foolish every day. So this is not right. This is not fair on him. Understand? I'm not his fan. I'm not his fan. But I just feel he's a decent human being. And he should have a good team around him. No human being has all the answers. Yeah. But you build a strong team around you. You know where your weaknesses are, and you bring strong team around you. But he has a terrible team around him, and they are bringing this ridiculous thing around him.
Thank you for what you just said. I think if I listen to everybody, I am still. I'm not 100% on saying there's no 250 million because it's ongoing. Because what he's saying is tomorrow we might just read something and they manage to fix it in the back of it. But
by giving us another complaint.
You understand?
Do you think they took the website
You know
down?
what? Because I'm thinking now in my head.
Give me a breakdown of 250. Give me a breakdown.
Not a breakdown. I'm just thinking to myself.
What's going to agree?
Okay, let us give them the benefit of the doubt. Let us say website is down. Let us say something is wrong. Let us say it's not finished. Let us say because he has not. Wait.
Bad team.
No, wait.
That's the bad. That's when we got it wrong. That's why we've been in this situation.
No, what I'm saying is
call out wrong. And
let's call it out wrong. But wait, because it's ongoing. Everybody, I say to you as I'm here, he's mute. I expect him to say something. If tomorrow comes and they say, oh, there was a dot between the C and the I. There was a this. 250 million will come from here. Because it's ongoing. I think I don't want to say it's dead on arrival. The governor has not said anything. But we smell, the smell is not good. You understand? The smell is not good. So I leave that 1% for if there's anything. But this whole fiasco has definitely brought the governor, and also I will say this. Thank you, Mr. Austin, for saying APC members are the ones that made it into a summit.
Yeah.
The percentage of Edo people in Scotland, considering the percentage of Edo people in the UK, I wouldn't even say it's 2%.
No.
And I think it's very wrong for the governor to go there. You understand? We are here. We're in London. You know, we're here. We're in Manchester. We're here. We're in Leicester. We're here in Birmingham. We are not in Scotland. And that from where whoever your team is that planned that, you know, if they said APC people are going to meet the governor in Scotland, it's different.
That's it. Don't call it a summit.
We call it an APC. You understand?
It's a summit.
We don't mind. But if they call it a summit, Scotland is not the place, as far as I'm concerned. You know, anybody has something to do with that?
That's true.
Certain.
Yeah.
We'll be back. Thank you very much for listening to us. Great.